This is part 2 of the Apex series from Troubadour. After reviewing and loving the Apex briefcase, I spent time with the brand's most popular product, the Apex Backpack 3.0, and in this video, I'll talk about the good, the bad, who it's for, and why it's different from any other bag I've reviewed. These are the first bags I've used from Troubadour. Their Apex line seems to be a premium casual hybrid meant for versatility between a cheaper bag and a more premium leather bag. And I think it's no coincidence that it's their most popular bag. So here's some stats. It's a good everyday carry size at 25 liters, so that's what I used it for, specifically for the office. Starting with the outside, I like the looks and materials and didn't like the opening style and bottle pockets. I said this at the beginning, but this bag is unlike anything I've reviewed before, so here's the 5-second review. If you like the bag's looks, buy it. If you don't, then skip it. It's as simple as that. It's the first bag I've used where the decision to buy depends entirely on its looks. My channel focuses mostly on function because I like the tech and I'm not really a luxury bag reviewer. But this backpack's looks and materials, in my opinion, by far are its best selling point. And the functionality is so average, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, and I'll explain that as I go through the review. Same as the rest of the Apex line, the build quality is top notch, and I think it looks really good. The bag mixes vegan leather, like on this handle, with pebbled leather on the panel, sealed zippers and leather pull tabs, and a custom recycled fabric body. It's slim without looking too boxy thanks to the rounded shape, and it's minimal without looking too boring thanks to the mixed materials and subtle design elements. And it's just functional enough to keep up with the rest of the bag market. I'll start with these bottle pockets, which represent this bag as a whole. I love the design, but functionality, it falls a little short. The pockets flow nicely from this bottom panel and fit slim against the bag when they're empty, which makes it look pretty nice. But even when I first saw it, I thought, isn't the bottle just gonna fall out because they're slanted? And after using it in person, I was half right. Troubadour tried to prevent this with a little elastic band on the inside that keeps the bottle upright and tries to stop it from falling forward. It works on short bottles, but my taller one still fell out a couple times. It wasn't really a problem for me because I use the bag mostly in the office, but if you carry a larger water bottle or are like a bicycle commuter, for example, someone who travels a little further with the bag, I can see this being a potential issue. Other than that, very clean sides and on the top, and the bag actually stands on its own. Moving to the straps, they were okay. They're nicely spaced at the top with decent padding and a nice contour. And they're pretty comfortable, but for some reason, the padding was like separated on the inside. So I could pinch the strap like this and it was hollow here. It was just a little distracting and made the straps feel a little bit less premium. There's a hidden removable chest strap. I put it on for the review, but actually I just took them off most of the time to keep the clean lines of the bag. And at 25 liters, the pack really never got heavy enough to use a chest strap. On the right, there's a pocket that's so close to being useful. It's fairly long and fits small stuff well, like a snack or eye drops, chapstick, keys, and it also expands with the intent of fitting a phone. I mean, technically it does fit a phone, but there's these two sets of weirdly strong magnets on the inside that made the pocket honestly difficult to put a phone in. They're strong enough so they don't pull apart if you just push the phone in like this. So to put the phone in, I had to like peel apart the magnets and then put the phone in. You may think that's not too much of a hassle, but try doing this while walking and holding your phone with one hand and peeling apart the magnets with the other hand. The whole point of this pocket is to be quick access while you're on the go. So for it to be such a hassle is a pretty big miss. But I'll probably just cut out the magnets to fix the issue. The back panel is great. It's very comfortable and high quality, segmented for some airflow and a pretty nice vertical luggage pass-through. Though it would have been cool if they included a secret pocket on the inside. And opening up the bag, I like the build and materials again, and a laptop sleeve, and I really didn't like the opening style. There's a small stash pocket on the front that goes down about 7 inches, with a key clip and a place for an air tag. The main area has a nice material and build quality with a mix of leather, mesh, and suede in some of the pockets. This layout really worked for me, and I'm glad Troubadour didn't overdo it with the pockets like some other EDC packs. But I didn't love this opening style. The bag is decently structured, which helps keep the shape, but I don't think it's built to open very smoothly. So when the bag is unzipped, it only opens this far, and any further it begins to bend the outer material. Like, unless I took my time and gently opened it, it creased in one area or another. Luckily the material isn't leather, so like it won't actually crease, but over time, I think I'll be able to see these bend areas. I wish Troubadour designed the bag to naturally flex at one point, like here for example, to flip the panel open, especially because there's a mesh pocket on this side that's just nicely available when this lid is open. I'd say this is more of a personal nitpick, but it is something I noticed after using the bag. And finally, on the back is a laptop sleeve with a false bottom that fits a 17-inch laptop and a tablet. It's made with suede to prevent scratches and really nice padding between all three of these different layers. And I also like this little flap here that protects the zipper from water. It's one of the nicer laptop sleeves out there. Okay, so final thoughts, and who is this Apex 3.0 backpack for? Well, you should buy it if you like the looks and skip it if you don't. It's a bag entirely predicated on its style, and I think the looks and build quality are some of the best out there, and functionally it's also very average, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. None of its features stood out, but it is good enough to be usable while letting its style shine. And this is important because I actually find a lot of premium bags completely disregard usability and lean all into style. So the fact that this Apex backpack attempted to be functional is a win, and it makes it a pretty versatile EDC pack. Anyways, comment below if you want a response, let's talk, and subscribe for new videos on Sundays. Thanks.